Hi, welcome to Blindowl Outdoors. We hope you enjoy our channel, and if possible, could you please join our Patreon page? We really need your help. It's been a long, hard road. Thank you. Hi, welcome to our channel. My name's Dan. I'm here in the Philippines on the Island of Bohol, sitting in the car, soaking up some air conditioning. Actually burning a lot of gas. Kind of funny. Talking about knives today. Here's an interesting knife. This is a mountain man's knife. And the reason I say that is I got it off of a guy that was a real mountain man in his day. He bought this at a gun show in Montana. He lived in Montana. I can't remember if it was Western Montana. He lived in the Rocky Mountains in Montana. At about, I want to say 8,000 to 10,000 feet up. And he bought 25 acres. Like remember you used to see it in this Popular Science, 25 acres, $2,500 down or whatever it was, or 25 years payments. And he bought 25 acres in the mountains somewhere, built his own log cabin. Yeah, I think he had 2 horses. He lived there for a long time. I don't know if he lived there the whole 20 years, but he lived there a long time and had no electricity, no running water. He had to haul water in, and he had a generator and at least 1 or 2 batteries that he would run his generator for a little while on Sundays and charge the batteries all up. And the batteries are just for lights and stuff at night. I'm sure he cooked with fire and probably had a regular big iron stove in the house. But he built he did everything himself. That's what's so cool about it. Now, originally I had this knife. I did a video on this knife a long time ago. It was all rusty again because it was kept in a sheath, and he's been here in the Philippines for 15 years too, and not thinking about it, but just kept his knife in the sheath and put it in a box somewhere because he didn't have any use for it here, and took it out one day and it was just covered with rust. And he showed it to me one day. Just we were talking about knives. He showed me his knife. Has a elk symbol on the back, kind of neat. And this is a handmade knife, a custom-made knife from a knife maker in Montana. And it has a elk antler handle, and it's not show quality. It's got style to it. It's got a big, heavy. I was gonna say brass, but I think it's a big copper bolster on it. This is the hand, real nice. It's a great knife. But he showed it to me. I said, I said, I've been playing around with knives at home. I said, I could probably clean that up for you. And he just gave it to me. I took it home. It took me a few days, and I use a right angle grinder with a worn out flap sanding disc, real worn out, and I'm just looking to take the surface off, and I got it all nice and shiny. And I put a 90-degree spine on it. In fact, the spine actually has an edge on it has a little burr on it for scraping the ferro rods. Polished up the bolster, and the deer head even had a little corrosion on it. And then I got it all shiny and stuff, and I figured, what can we do with this? And this is the first knife second knife that I had already done my USMC knife, so I put 16 coats of blue on this knife. And I wasn't sure if he's going to like it or not, because it's, black, just black, with like a gun barrel. And he really liked it. It was all shiny and looked real pretty. And I put a coating of what did I put on the copper. I think I put clear acrylic on it or something like that, just to protect it from the air. But it's just a cool knife for what it is. And I didn't do anything to the sheath. It's got a funny little sheath that sits real high in your belt. Instead of, most of them have a strap that goes up here that holds on to the handle. This has a thing that holds the clip, the bolster, whatever, the guard down like that. It's very, very different. Again, whoever made it extremely heavy duty. Look how thick that is. Thick and polished up, made out of real leather. And this is probably 45, 50 years old, something like that. Be my guess. Pretty old, but just like brand new. And he had that on his belt every day he was in the mountains. Plus, he was a long haul trucker too. And then I got the knife. I'm talking about our friend Philip too. I don't know if I mentioned that yet or not. Our friend Philip is one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my entire life. Just a fabulous guy, and he's got a wonderful little wife, Beth, who's a great friend of my wife and my friend too. And he had some problems with some money at one time. He couldn't get his card expired, or his ATM card expired, whatever it was. It took about 6 or 8 months to get a new card, so he got to get his money out of the bank. And I helped. This is back when I had nothing. I had nothing at all, and I bought this. I bought this off of him, and I bought something else off of him that was really cool. I used a bunch of my savings that I had, but I love it. I love the knife, and he has one of my knives too. I have a buck Navy SEALs knife. I can't remember the name of it, 140 something or whatever it was, with the hollow handle and the two big spikes on it. And he has that knife. And I hope I get that back someday. Another 20 years, when he's gone or something like that. But just a very special knife for what it is. And again, what's so cool about it is this is the knife that he used for how many years as his main knife, and he's cleaned dozens of deer with it and whatever else he needed for, use it in the kitchen for whatever. And it's got a history to it where you can go buy a knife at the store and it'll have your history on it eventually from you using it and stuff like that. This has somebody else's history, and I just think that's really special. I have several knives that are other people's knives that rather than a new knife or something like that. When once in a while I get sent new knives too, which is wonderful too, absolutely wonderful. But when somebody sends me their own knife, a couple of the different knives I have that people sent me knives was because they bought new knives and they thought, well, maybe I could use their old knife, which I did, which I thought was fabulous. And I got so many knives, guys. I could use a different knife. I could use a different knife every week for 3 or 4 years. That's how many knives I got around here. And because I like to take each knife out and use it for a week. That's how I usually do it, and I just kind of run them on a rotation. And this has no brand name on it. This is just made by a knife maker. He bought it at a gun show in Montana when he was living in the mountains. That's the kind of thing that makes it cool too. And it's the guy that made it probably shot the mule deer that it came from. I just think it's cool. I think it's cool. I don't if that makes any sense to you guys or not. And but that's all I got. Take care. Hashtag 22 a day no more. Go out and have some fun. Watch your six really close. Keep your head on a swivel, guys. Don't get messed up in any of that crazy stuff that's going on back home. Be extra careful. Okay? Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care.